Miami Beach Mayor Philip Levine is making his mark on the city. He's got an ambitious agenda, including an overhauled convention center. Can he get it done? The world's favorite destination, Miami Beach. What Jackie Gleason used to call the fun and sun capital of the world. Jackie Gleason, obviously, alas, no longer with us, but others have picked up the gauntlet. And now there is a new leader on the beach. His name is Philip Levine, a very successful media magnate. He ran for mayor last fall. He won. He brought a new slate of city commissioners with him and a new attitude toward running city government. They have tackled everything from how to combat rising sea levels to changing the culture and leadership at the Miami Beach Police Department to coming up with a viable plan to renovate the Miami Beach Convention Center. And we are joined now by the Miami Beach Mayor, Philip Levine. Philip, great to have you come in.
Thank you, Michael.
All right, so 9 months ago, you've had a nice gestation period. You promised to take the city in a new direction, change the culture. Where have you taken it?
Well, we've done a lot of things. I say that we didn't hit the ground running, we hit the ground sprinting. And it's all about getting things done, and that's what we've been doing. One of the first things we did, as you know, is the convention center. It's very, very important. We canceled all the previous bids. We did not want to transfer our land to a third party. We believe it's our land, and we want to develop it ourselves. We went out and we hired a design criteria firm, and they've come back with the most amazing design of what our convention center is going to be. It's going to be spectacular.
Is it going to be as big as the previous plans? Because the two finalists who had planned and who came close to, I guess, getting a contract for the development, those plans were spectacular, but what you felt that they were too large, that it needed to be scaled down from what they had both proposed.
Very, very true. We scaled it back. First thing we did is we decoupled the hotel from the convention center. The hotel is totally different. We're going to run an independent traffic study, impact study, to understand the effects of the hotel and the quality of life of the people that live in Miami Beach before we move all the way down the road there. But the convention center, the design is amazing. We already saw the preliminary designs, and it's incredible.
All right. Well, what's the timetable, Philip? I mean, when might construction begin? How long will it take?
Well, we're putting an RFP right now for a design build firm. We hope to select that by the fall. We'll be breaking ground next year, and we're going to have an amazing new convention center by 2017, 2018. It's a 24-month process. We're doing it in stages, Michael.
Yeah. You know, Mr. Mayor, there have been over the years a couple of regular tenants who have come in and have attracted a lot of people. The boat show, the auto show, the jewelry show, Fashion Week, and of course Art Basel Miami Beach. Now, some of those aren't going to be able to use the convention center during the renovation. What are you going to do? Are you hoping that they will come back?
We hope they come back, absolutely. But you know, it's like anything else. You know, when you renovate a convention center, you can't do it with all your tenants inside. So what we're doing is we're always going to have 2 halls open, and 2 halls will be under reconstruction. So if certain shows can accommodate, they can work with 2 halls, we're going to keep them. But unfortunately, it's going to be hard to have 4 halls. Art Basel will be there in 4 halls for all the entire period. Right. And then in the future, we hope they come back. I mean, we're a boutique destination, Michael. We're a creative collaboration center.
Powwow is an annual meeting of some of the world and certainly this country's most influential travel specialists.
Yes.
There's a huge economic impact from the Powwow show. I'm told it's $1.7 billion to the host city.
Yes.
And yet you have told Powwow you can't come.
Well, we'd love them to come, but once again, I think Powwow wants us to renovate our convention center. The people want us to do it, and if they could be in 2 halls, we'd love to have them. But you know what? We know they'll come back. There's different shows that can't come during this construction, but they will come back. We're Miami Beach, and Miami Beach is an amazing, unique destination.
Well, it is. I know I was in Europe, I guess about a year ago, and whenever people would say, "Where are you from?" I would say Miami. I mean, South Florida is my home, but Miami has been my home for more than 3 decades. And it's amazing. Almost everybody you meet says, "Oh, gee, either I want to go to Miami Beach and Ocean Drive," because, you know, Miami Beach, when people around the world, when they have a vision, it is of Miami Beach. It's really not downtown Miami or Coconut Grove or anywhere else. The beach is world famous. It's a brand.
No question about it. The whole world wants to come to Miami Beach. We're a gem. But we're part of a larger area, which is South Florida. and we all kind of pull our own weight, and we have different attributes. And the beach is a place that the whole world wants to come to.
All right. You know, Philip, over the years there has been one incident after another involving the Miami Beach Police Department, which has embarrassed the city. It's embarrassed the entire region. You've had cops drinking with bachelorettes at the Clevelander. You've had, you know, and a police officer who now is going to prison was photographed with them. We're looking at a picture of a sergeant who was on duty that night. This is the famous photograph of the two cops who were drinking. You've brought in a new police chief. Tell us about him and what you expect of him.
Sure. Michael, one of the promises I made in the campaign was that we're going to do a full audit of the police department. We hired a firm out of Washington called PERF, a very respected organization, and they came back to us with many recommendations that we're following. One of the things they said is you need new leadership in the police department. The manager did a nationwide search. We met many qualified candidates, but we came across a gentleman by the name of Dan Oates, who's a former 21-year veteran in New York NYPD, head of intelligence, the chief in Colorado, and we were able to recruit him to Miami Beach. And he's begun already to change the culture. We brought in a number 2 person, the highest ranking African American in Miami Beach history, a woman by the name of Loretta Hill. She was an assistant chief in Arlington, Texas. She ran the Super Bowl security. She's coming in as number 2, and we've had a lot of changes already. We want to create a force that is all about serving the people. There's a lot of great Miami Beach police officers.
There are.
The department's excellent. We just need better leadership, and we're doing it.
All right, and we're running out of time, but I have to ask you about stormwater, Alton Road, the flooding that we see when there's a high tide, and I guess when the moon is full. Now, this past week or two, you and the City Commission voted to raise a tax, I don't know by how much, not by that much perhaps, to address this issue. Of course, construction had already begun to address the issue. How much is the tax going to go up for a Miami Beach homeowner? What
we're doing, Michael, is we're spending $300 million to put in 65 pumps, 21 one-way flex valves. We're going to offensively and aggressively go after the flooding situation. The first tranche is $100 million. We're raising storm tax by $7 per month, which we will spend for the first $100 million. And of course, after that, we're going to find additional sources of funding to go after it.
All right. Well, you are perhaps the most vulnerable city to global warming, climate change in Florida, and you are going after it.
100%. We're very bullish in the future of Miami Beach, and as you know, some of the smartest minds in the world are buying in Miami Beach, and we all believe it's a great investment.
Yeah, it's a terrific city. I wish you well, and
thank you.
I'll see you on Lincoln Road or someplace.
Look forward to it.
All right, Philip Levine, thanks very much. Now.